Hey, y'all, you do not want to miss these next couple episodes we got coming out. It's actually a two-part series where we sit down with Shannon Elliott with Elliott Law Firm. It's going to be a great time. Tripp, tell them about part one.
Yeah, part one, you're going to get to learn about Shannon, her story, just her heart for people, and how her and John built their business just by living by the golden rule. And then in part two, we got to sit down with her here at her office and just hear some wild and crazy funny stories.
It was a great time, y'all. Thank you so much. You do not want to miss this next episode where we do get real. So let's get real. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Mississippi Real Estate Podcast, hosted by Ryan Watson.
And I'm Tripp Sproul, where it's all about real life, real talk, and real estate.
Join us as we dive into the stories, trends, and insider tips shaping the world of Mississippi real estate.
Whether you're buying, selling, investing, or you're just curious about the market, we've got all the insights you need to navigate with confidence. So if y'all are ready, let's get real.
Hey, y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Mississippi Real Estate Podcast. We have a very special guest today. We have Miss Shannon Elliott. Miss Shannon, thank you so much for being here with us.
Sure, glad to be here.
Fired up.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all.
We're excited to learn about your story.
Look, I'm surprised you could carve us in on the busy time you have. Every time I've seen you, you've got a pen in hand closing
Trying
deals.
to close deals, yeah.
The queen of closings.
I don't
We
know.
got the queen of
I
closings.
don't know about
Yeah,
that, but
yeah.
y'all are kind. Thank you.
I think,
So-
yeah.
So you're a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so do you do mostly title stuff, or tell us a little bit about that before we jump into your story.
Yes. So we mainly do real estate closings. We don't
Okay.
handle divorce work or criminal work or anything like that. We do, on occasion, set up an LLC, and we'll do
Okay.
some probate work. A lot of times our probate is related to a closing.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all we do at
Okay.
both offices.
Cool.
So
Want to make sure I was getting that all
yeah,
right.
yeah, you're right. You're right. That's it.
Awesome.
Well, in a roundabout way, we want to know. We got you here, so we want to know and let you, promote yourself, and we'll get to the business and everything. But we want to know all about your upbringing, where you're from,
Okay.
and how you became to be. So, childhood, high school. We'll
So
go with
I'm
that.
from Crystal Springs.
Okay.
Y'all been to
Okay.
Crystal Springs?
I have. It's been a while.
I don't know if
I know there's a lot of rocks in Crystal Springs.
I don't know if I've been born and raised in Mississippi all my life. I don't know
Never
if
been to Crystal
I may have
Springs?
gone through there.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever visited.
So it's 20 miles, 30
right up
miles
the road.
south. Yeah. So I grew up in Crystal Springs. I went to Kapai Academy. Have two younger sisters. And then I went to Mississippi State straight from school.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
this
done.
has been a,
We're
this
done.
has been a whole thing. Shannon.
Why,
All right.
why am I surprised?
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm not surprised.
The best come from Mississippi State.
So I guess you're
Apparently
not. I
they-
guess you're not a Mississippi State fan.
I'm not. I'm an Ole
Don't
Miss
need-
rebel.
don't close
And that's
anything
okay. I'm not
Okay.
one
Charge
of
him
those.
extra on his
Extra,
bet.
yeah.
I'm not one. I gotta say this now. I'm not one of those Rebel fans that gets in the competitive competition against who's best. It's just been funny. It's been a rolling joke since we started
Everybody
the
would get in
podcast.
here.
Everybody has been a Mississippi State
Oh, really?
graduate. I think
We
we've had
had-
one Southern Miss. We've had one
well,
Ole Miss. We've
okay.
had one Ole Miss.
Who was Ole Miss? Warren?
Warren Watts.
Yep.
And so anyway, I don't know.
So it's just
I'm
funny.
taking the mic off. I'm out here. No,
Okay,
go
okay.
That
go.
made
All
my
right.
day more than anybody.
Okay.
Well, if she's a lawyer, she went to Mississippi State. All right, I'll get back to that. Go ahead.
So I went to Mississippi State. Goodness.
I still
went
love
to
you.
Mississippi State. Thank you. Love you too. And for 4 years, graduated from there,
Yeah.
worked a year, and then went to law school.
What were you working at?
I
What'd
worked
you
at a
do?
bank, and it was deposit
A
guarantee
bank.
for 1 week before it
Okay.
before it got sold out.
Oh, to like.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So anyway, so that was kind of crazy. So we went through that merger. But anyway, and then I went to law school at MC,
Yeah.
which is in downtown Jackson.
Still didn't
Yes.
pick
Yep.
Ole Miss to go to law school.
Didn't pick Ole
MC
Miss.
is still a great
Yes.
Yeah,
school.
great school.
It's a great school. And they've done a lot of renovations. I went there recently because my oldest is probably going to go to law school next year.
fantastic.
Heck
And
yeah.
so we went, and I was amazed. The law school is fabulous.
Yeah.
I mean, it is just incredible.
Is
I
that-
was so impressed.
Is that the one, Lamar? What's that right there? Lamar and.
Don't ask me what street it's on. I should know.
It's in Jackson.
Yes, it's in Jackson.
But
Downtown
the only
Jackson.
reason I know is because, working for Capitol Police for as long as I did.
Oh, it's
we
very close to
yeah,
Capitol
we
Police.
would
I didn't know
ride
you
around
worked
it.
there.
I did that for 10 years.
Really?
Yep. Yep. I was in law. Well, not there for 10 years, but I was in law.
So how long have they been there? The Capitol Police in Jackson.
So Capitol, we used to be right there at the. Oh goodness, what is the name of that building? Right there on Lamar Street.
The Lamar Building.
No.
But I just didn't think it had been around that long.
No. And then they just moved to right there on the corner of Lamar and High Street.
They're very. I passed it. I didn't know that when I was going to the law school, and I didn't realize that they were.
When I left, they had just moved right there, or they were transitioning into there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I worked down there for a long time, many years. It's a whole different world in Jackson. It's tough. It's rough.
But they've redone the law school, and it kind of made it more of a campus now, and it's incredible. But anyway, so I
hadn't seen it since.
Yeah, you need to go by there. But anyway, so I went to MC Law School and met John, my husband.
Yeah. Okay.
And he was a year ahead of me, and so we got married after my first year. It was after his second year and after my first year. So,
oh wow, y'all just like we knew.
Yeah, so it was kind of funny. So we got, so we had a string of events. So like the first July, we got married in a July. Then the next July, John took the bar exam.
Come on.
The next July, I took the bar exam. The next July, we had our first baby. So we were
wow.
on a roll for a while.
A lot of anniversaries in July.
A lot of big stuff happening in July.
Doubt.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then the next July, nothing eventful happened. So that stopped. But for 4, we had big things happening in July. So
wow.
Anyway, so we have 2 boys. Our oldest, Trey, is 22, and he has done his school online through Alabama. That's where John went to school. I don't know if y'all had an Alabama grad, but anyway, if you'd asked him.
John on here.
Roll Tide, brother.
Yeah. So anyway, he'll be finishing up in May. And then our youngest is 19, and he's a sophomore, and he's out at Baylor, which is in Waco, Texas. So
yeah, that's wow. Okay. How did he pick Baylor?
Good question. He just said, I want to visit
want to do
Baylor.
something different.
I want to do something different. He knew he wanted to go off. And so when he visited, he liked it.
Hang out with Chip and Joe in the games.
That's right.
Out there.
Yeah. People always say, has he met him?
Have you met him?
So. No, I haven't met him. I haven't met him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like to meet him. I think that'd be neat. But
I could be friends with Chip. I like Chip.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and Joanna.
I think anybody can be friends with them, really.
Yeah, I think so too. They seem real.
I think everybody likes to go see the silos. I'd be like, Chip, I want to go see the farm. I want to go see
the other
the
stuff.
animals and your place and where all that. I don't, we'll come back to that later.
Yeah.
But I mean, man, did they set a trend?
Yes. And they have changed Waco. It's really.
They changed the nation.
That's true.
Farmhouses.
Yeah.
White houses everywhere because of Chip and Joe and the gangs. Floating shells.
Yeah, all the things. That's right. Yeah.
Anybody
got on the trend, it was them. That's awesome.
No doubt.
All right.
So that's kind of.
So you got one at MC, going to MC.
Gonna probably go to MC,
probably.
And then
got one at Baylor.
Yeah.
So he's going to be a lawyer too.
They both say they're going to go to law school.
Okay, so
Baylor,
we'll see. Okay, all right. Are they are they doing this to keep the family business going?
I'm sure they'll do real estate. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you were in high school going into college, did you know what you wanted to do?
No.
The common I laughed earlier when you said I worked for a bank, and it wasn't because you worked for a bank. But the common denominator, and ever since we started this podcast, and our goal, right, is to have everybody on here that touches the real estate industry. Obviously, you're our first closing attorney.
Oh, good.
So another thank you.
Sure.
So obviously, y'all play a huge role in the real estate because y'all help us close the deals. But anyway. It seems like most people, even some realtors, all started or had a job in a bank.
Oh, really?
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool common denominator for some reason.
A lot of them.
And the bank ties them in, and then they get in somehow some form of real estate.
Well, I tell you, kind of the way I got to law school is at the time I wasn't married. My dad was a pharmacist, had a drugstore, grew up working in the drugstore in Crystal Springs, but he was also an entrepreneur. We were in the gravel business, mini storage, all kind of things. And so I remember him telling me, Shannon, I wish I had gone to law school because if nothing else, it would have helped me do all these business ventures I do. And so he said, even if you don't think you're going to ever practice law, go to law school. Right now, you're not married. You don't for sure. You've got the time right now. You don't really know what you want to do. Just go to law school. Yes. And I thought, hey, that's why not? Because I've got the opportunity. So,
what did you get your BA in at Mississippi State?
business administration.
Me too.
Yeah.
At Ole Miss though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
And
did.
so
And
your
then-
dad was the
Hers probably a
influence
little
on you.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
dad
my
was
dad,
100%.
yeah, and he, and so then I got out of law school and I worked for Butler Snow. That's a large
Oh wow.
firm.
Yeah.
For a year. Ended up having Trey, and so I went home and I started working part time for a lady that did real estate closings. And her name, she passed away recently, but her name was DJ Horkey, and that's all that she did.
Mhm.
And so when I started working with her, I kind of started learning how to do real estate closings.
Yeah.
So
Heck yeah.
So when you went to law school, you didn't really know what
no.
law
No,
direction
yeah,
you were going.
yeah.
It
And you
was
get
all
a
because-
general, and it's a general. It's not like you have to
Okay.
say, "Hey guys, I think I want to be a criminal defense attorney, so let me take those kind of classes."
Yeah.
It doesn't really work
Probably,
like that.
probably similar, not similar, but a little bit like real estate, where it's kind of it's just a
They don't
general.
teach you all. Yes,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
And if you
And
want
then
to
you just
niche
kinda
in
decide what
commercial
niche you
sales,
wanna
can
do.
go- yeah.
Mhm.
Even though
So-
you can do it.
Yeah.
You
I try to do all the niches for some reason.
You do, yeah. Well, I guess I do too with insurance, real estate.
Man, all the stuff.
Good Lord. Okay. So what led? Okay. So you had inspiration from Dad. That's
Yes,
fantastic.
yes.
Go be a lawyer. Thanks,
Yes.
Dad,
That's
because
right.
it
Yep.
worked out.
Yep.
That's
Right
right.
up
Worked
there.
out well.
And then you
yeah.
went Butler Snow. Got in with I don't know if I was in the real estate game. Who did you say?
Her
I don't-
name was DJ Horkey.
I've heard of her name, but I don't think I
Um,
ever, was
yeah.
around.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, she
And that
probably
led you-
retired probably 5 years ago. Maybe
Yeah.
I may be off on that.
So I was
but-
probably just getting into it. And I was investing in real estate way
Mm-hmm.
before that, but 5 years is about when I
Mhm.
jumped into full time selling.
Yeah.
So that's I've heard of her name. I never
Mhm.
got to meet her. She
Yeah.
passed away recently.
She passed away in the last year. Yeah.
Dang. But she was
So-
your inspiration to go full time title work.
Yeah, so I broke on, I started my own firm, and at the time I was in downtown Brandon,
Mm.
and I was just by myself.
Here in
and-
042?
In 042,
Come
in the
on.
Morrow building across from the courthouse.
Yeah.
There you go.
Y'all know where the Morrow building
Yeah,
is, don't
yeah.
you? So
Oh, yeah.
anyway, and I, the first week that I opened, I had one person call me, and I wrote a letter for them.
Yeah.
And I
That's
charged
cool.
$50. So for that first week, I made $50, but I didn't care because I
Wow.
was worried about decorating my office. And so
Did
it was fine
50?
with me. I didn't need a lot of clients that first week. I made $50 for my letter, and I was,
And you spent that
You just-
50.
and I spent that 50 and some more decorating that office because I wanted
At
it to be
Target
pretty.
on Magnolia stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just
So,
Yeah, that's good.
anyway, yeah. So anyway, that's kind of how it started. And so then, and at the beginning, you kind of take whatever walks in. I did some divorce work, and I did a little, did some different things, and
You
and
did
I-
dabble a little bit. then.
because you kind of have
gotta
to. You
build it.
can't, you can't
Yeah.
just,
Gotta make
and
a
so
living.
then I had a bank that started sending me some business, and I just started doing some closings for them, and then eventually,
Pipeline.
yeah,
Mm.
and it just, it just kind
What-
of grew from there.
Yeah.
And,
So.
real estate.
Yeah. Now, did John decide? How did he decide
So
what
he,
path of lawyer?
yeah, for
attorney
doing
work to do
real
lawyers?
estate
Yeah,
closings,
sure.
because he did a little bit of everything. He was general practice. He did some criminal defense, did some trial work. He's a great litigator. Actually, does great in the courtroom. But he did the BP oil spill. I don't know if y'all remember back then.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
I
Yeah,
do.
remember
So
that.
he
Yep.
was just doing that, and when that wound down,
Just a little.
he
lawsuit.
he started training for an Ironman.
Oh.
And did that, and then we got through with that Ironman because that was a part-time job. For
Did he
him.
get the tattoo
Yeah,
like
did
a
he
lot
get
of
the
them?
He didn't get the tattoo.
Oh,
he didn't get the
yeah.
tattoo, but he anyway, after that he joined us, and then we started the Madison office because we
okay.
were needing
Yeah.
needed we needed him, and it was kind of crazy for him to not be with us. So
Yeah.
Sure.
anyway, so
When did-
now he
Heck
just
yeah.
does
Yeah.
real estate closings too.
So you had Madison office before you moved to Flow. When did you move
No.
Brandon? When did you move out of Brandon into
Yeah.
Flow?
So
what are the
we-
logistics of that?
Okay, so we moved to Flowwood. We stayed in. So during COVID, we grew out of our Brandon office. Which I guess it was a good problem, but it was also a
sure.
crazy time to try to open another office. But
Sure.
we needed to,
Yeah.
so we moved to Flowwood, and we had Brandon and Flowwood,
Mhm.
and then also Madison. I guess I think they were already open. I
Madison
can't
was,
remember.
because I closed some with John before Flow was open.
before COVID. You've been to
Yeah.
Madison, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
I had one with Katie Reese over there.
okay.
you go.
Yeah. So
Before
anyway,
she was with Pursuit or whoever. We're plugging folks. I don't care. You can plug
yeah,
people too.
yeah.
because,
I like Katie. She's sweet.
We're,
Yeah.
yeah.
So anyway,
We're
yes.
friendly here.
So that's how
Absolutely.
that's how that worked out.
Yeah.
So then, at that time we had 3 offices. And then we decided we were going to expand Flowwood. Burn Boot Camp moved out. We knocked out the wall and made a really big office. You've been there, you know, and we moved everybody.
I was at the ribbon cutting.
With the ribbon cut. Thank you. So we moved everybody over, and now
Like
we
a good supervisor. Look at it.
Yeah.
We can get into that another time.
So anyway,
That ribbon cutting was jammed out.
yeah, it was nice.
There was a lot of people
I
there.
know.
That's very cool.
But the
Really a lot
building,
of
you
people.
talking about, you know, the funny thing is, you were talking about like your first $50. You were like, that's going to, you know, decoration.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's another thing you carried on. Like your office is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I mean? I mean, it looks
Thank you.
almost
I
like
hadn't
a
been there
house you'd
yet.
want to sell. You
I haven't
know?
been there yet. I'm gonna
You'll
be
be there
soon.
soon.
Soon, yeah.
It's a lot of pink. Okay.
I'm coming. That's okay.
Get ready.
Look,
Yeah,
I grew up
sofas.
with Pete. My
We
mom.
could put him in the back conference room. And get him
Okay,
out. Yeah.
put him in that
Nobody
one.
needs to see him in that pretty glass one.
Oh
You know?
my God.
Giving you a hard time, isn't he?
If he don't, I'm gonna give him a good.
Yeah, I know. Did y'all partner in on that building? I heard a rumor.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was a good
So,
call.
yeah,
though. An
yeah.
investment and your office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure was.
Because I remember when it
Mm-hmm.
was being built. You know, the funny thing is, I tell people, I don't feel like I should be this old, but I guess I am. I
You
used to build hay before all that was
Yeah.
even buildings over there.
Yeah. Well,
I
John,
used
that's
to-
what John says because he grew up in
Used to cut hay
047,
over there?
and
I
he
used to
said
help.
I can
Yeah.
remember going down, and these were all fields.
It was
you
hay,
know.
yeah, cattle and hay fields.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine, his family, well, they were like cousins, and so during the summer they'd be like, "Hey, we need help in the hay fields," and then after we'll go play paintball or whatever. And so like we throw square barrels up on trailers, and it was
And that's
everything
something
you would think
where
it
the
was
apartments
hot.
are too. Kind
Yeah,
of. That's where y'all.
all back in there.
Yeah.
And then there was old barn broken down in there, and we every now and then we get some people up and play paintball, like capture the flag type thing. But we didn't have any of the protection. And I'm talking about
No.
you get welted
lit up.
boy.
How old are
It was
you?
I'm 43.
You're 43. How old
Yeah.
are you?
He's young.
Oh,
Y'all are
wow.
both babies.
37.
Y'all are
Yeah,
babies.
I'll be 38
Y'all are
this year
babies.
in January.
Whatever, it's a mindset.
It's a mindset.
It's a mindset.
We're having fun.
Yeah, that's all we want
That's-
to do is have fun.
Yeah,
with
we're
it.
having
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, but I remember all that, and I remember all that was being built up, and I remember when y'all's building went in there, and then, you know, obviously the big agency next door over there, Southern Homes,
Yeah.
and man, but I think that was a great 1-2 punch for you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about building your pipelines.
Yeah.
Your networking has been
good.
superb.
Oh, thank you.
That's a question I was going to ask. So when you got into real estate, like the closings,
Uh-huh.
what I mean, you're known. Elliott Law Firm's known everywhere. I see people wearing the T-shirts and the
You
things
know,
and
it's so
everything.
funny.
What-
The T-shirts did not start out as a marketing ploy. Okay,
Come on,
they
really?
didn't. They
Yeah.
didn't. A lady came in the office one time. This is when I was in Brandon, and I was doing a closing for her, and she said, "I've started a business, a T-shirt business," and she said,
Oh,
"Would you?" Well, she just said, "Would you think about ordering some T-shirts?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll order some for the girls, and we'll wear them on a Friday." So I
Absolutely.
ordered about 10, 12 T-shirts at the time, and we wore them that Friday. And then somebody asked me, they said, "Hey," which I thought was kind of funny. They said, "Hey, when you order more T-shirts," because I was thinking I wasn't necessarily going to order more, but would you get me one? I said, "Yeah, if I order more, I'll get a few extra, whatever." And so that is how it started. So it never, and
So
so
a friend of yours was trying to start a T-shirt company.
well, just somebody in for a closing. I mean, I
Oh.
can't even remember who it was.
Oh, okay,
Wow.
fantastic.
And so
That's
that
cool.
started. So now I'm telling you, those T-shirts. I mean, if you come in and I don't have any I've got people, truly disappointed. So we make it a point to always have T-shirts, always have every size.
I sparked a conversation the other day that helped me to realize that one of my coaches that coaches with me baseball for our little boys baseball team was in real estate. He's an appraiser. Had no clue for like 2 years.
Oh wow!
We had him on
Yeah.
last Tuesday. He's an appraiser. But I saw somebody with the Elliott shirt, and I said,
it was him wearing it.
no, it was somebody else. It was a
okay.
dad had an Elliott
Okay,
shirt
yeah.
on, and I said, what you know about Elliott? Just real estate
Yeah.
stuff. And he's like, oh man, this, and got into that. And then I
I'm
said,
glad they didn't say anything bad to you.
no.
Now he's wearing your shirt.
No.
Well,
And
went to
then-
this place. It was awful.
And then he said something about MLS, and then Johnny Hughes, I'll go ahead and plug him. He was on here last Tuesday. Johnny said, he said, what you know about MLS? I said, I'm a
Well,
realtor.
I'm an agent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, well, I'm an appraiser. I said,
Oh my gosh.
shut up. Did we just become best friends? And I slapped his hand,
Yeah.
But it was, had no clue.
Isn't it
So,
something?
isn't that
Yeah.
amazing? I mean, I had no clue.
It does.
Well, in baseball, too, we just show up and we just get to play in baseball. We don't think about it.
Well, the relationships matter in our business, and they matter in yours, too.
Yeah.
Because you got to have relationships with all the realtors, and then, obviously client. I mean, you got clients, we obviously can push or do whatever, and then, but mostly you get with somebody and they're like, we're closing with Elliott, closed with them before, and we're like, that's great. That's fine with me.
But
we'll go see them too. I mean, they're easy, they're quick, they get you in and out. I probably burn up more of your time because I'm running my mouth just talking to you.
You're good.
And I'm like, I know she's got another one. I just saw him come in.
But I told that story too to say that it was all sparked because somebody had an Elliott shirt.
Elliott T-shirt.
Well, we had.
It wasn't even a marketing idea.
It truly wasn't.
Wow,
it was not a marketing idea. But we had one time 2 different DoorDash people in a row, like in a we had it DoorDash, and then a few weeks later we did DoorDash, and then they both had on Elliott shirts. So first time the second time I decided to say something. I normally don't say something when I see somebody, but I did. I said, "Hey, did you buy or sell a house recently?" And the lady said, "Oh, my daughter sold like 3 years ago." I said, "Okay."
Oh, so if you see them now, you'll.
I don't, because I'll see them out in the grocery store, whatever. I normally don't.
Yeah. So I was going to ask. The T-shirts, what sparked the conversation? Because I said, obviously we do see them out.
Yeah.
But like, what growing your law firm, because it is huge. I would say this is going to probably turn into 2 questions. But what was your secret sauce in growing your firm to where it is today? I mean, was it like, did you get involved with any groups or chambers, or did you just like, hey, how did you? Because I mean, I would say the second part of this is I would say y'all have a legit market share of the closings around here.
Well, I don't know because I don't know how many closings another office is doing. You know, I guess with your stuff, it's published how much you sell and stuff. I don't call another closing office and say, "Hey,
how much did you do?
How many closings did you do?" I mean,
right.
So I really don't know. We do work with a lot of realtors, and certainly so appreciative. And this sounds so simple, but I think it's just take from the get go, just taking good care of people and doing a good job. And that lends to repeat business. And so that is really, it's not like we hired anybody. It's not like, like the T-shirt. I mean, that wasn't even really a marketing idea. And so it's just kind of all work. But I think that's in any kind of business. If you treat others, and this sounds so simple and elementary, but if you really treat others the way you want to be treated, and you work hard, and we try to do things like get people's payoff quick, because I understand that they're getting charged interest daily. And so if I were the seller and I came to your office, I'd prefer you to go in and make my payoff pretty quick instead of wait 3 days just because it's more convenient for you. So I've always just done those kind of things. And I think that,
I think she just kind of plugged the golden rule there.
Hey.
Treat others like you
treat
want to
others.
be treated.
I mean, that's just
I'm
good.
not doing it verbatim, but that's pretty much
That's
it.
just
I
advice
say it
in
all
life,
the time.
isn't it?
I say it all the time. There's a reason why. I'm going to plug Jesus right here. But there's a reason why Jesus made it so simple. He said, love God and love your neighbor.
That's it.
Love people.
It is
love
pretty
people.
simple.
Take care of people.
Yeah, I mean.
It is simple.
We certainly don't get everything right, but also I think what's important too is when you do foul up is to own it. Hey, gosh, I'm sorry. I missed something now. It's going to be my fault. We're going to have to push your deal, and I'm so sorry, but I'm going to do everything I can. I'm so sorry I neglected to order that payoff, but I'm on it now.
I've learned as you grow in your business, like it gets. At first, it's hard to kind of swallow that pride and be like, "Dang, I messed up," and I'm about to. I may get my butt chewed for this. But then you learn when you say, "Hey," most people are like, "Hey, appreciate it. We get it," especially if it can be fixed, and everything in our world can be fixed.
It can be fixed, and when you try to throw somebody else under the just don't do that. Instead of me saying, "Hey, I'm sorry, I messed up. The payoff company's taking longer than normal." Why don't I just be honest and say I didn't order it in time? Because it's just the right thing to do.
For sure.
So that's
it's easy to throw that other,
And sometimes you could probably really throw somebody in, and nobody would really know. But it's also like you're just.
It's a cop out.
And you're being dishonest, and that's wrong. I mean, so
keep it simple, be nice people.
Keep it simple.
I mean, like the
T-shirt.
T-shirt. Yeah, the T-shirt thing's probably tenfold came back to you.
Yeah,
you said yes, client lady.
It's good.
I would like to know who that T-shirt person is and if they're still in business, and I bet they are.
Well, and we've changed. I mean, I don't know who she was at the time. So we started. We would use this company, and if somebody approached me and hey, I want to sell you some T-shirts. I say, hey, this is the price I get them for. I mean, I order a lot if you can beat it. I'm not,
Yeah,
so I really,
Absolutely.
but I know, I wish I did know who the lady was too. I would call and thank her because she did start a good thing for me. She
Yeah.
really did.
Well, what piggybacked off the T-shirts? Anything piggyback off the T-shirt? We've done this before.
On the
Where the sirens go off. The sound's
I
usually
thought that was
pretty
in here.
No.
I didn't realize that. I was like, oh no, our stuff's malfunctioning.
good. No, that's the tornado.
I thought it was
it's the
for a
first.
It's the first day of the month
Yeah.
at
And it's
noon.
lunch.
That's right.
October 1st.
Well, now we know what time it is, don't we?
Yeah, it's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime.
If you're getting
We
hungry,
should
sorry.
have some lunch.
He did before you
Oh
came.
I actually
man,
did.
where's the lunch?
I came in here eating Subway.
I'm fasting today, so I'm kind of like this coffee's hitting hard.
I
So
bet.
anyway,
Yeah.
anyway, I got sidetracked. The tornado siren always
It
sidetracks
messed
me.
me up.
There's no tornado, by the way. It's a beautiful day
It's
today.
either that or airplanes or something.
Yeah, or lawnmower that one time.
Or
It's
lawnmower.
kind of crazy.
That's funny.
All right,
Yeah.
so your marketing T-shirt was an accident,
Yeah.
but it was a great one.
Yeah, it was a good
Yeah.
one.
How did else did we're getting into some recent stuff.
Oh gosh.
Oh, yeah.
It's so corny, isn't it?
No, it's
The
not.
best
But
part. No, it's
what
not,
else
no.
did y'all? What did y'all do? So yes, because Corey Rogers was in here, 3D Plumbing, great guy, and that's one thing. He's from like Maine or wherever.
Oh wow.
And he was talking about how like it's different in the South. Like it's all about the reputation, who you know.
Yeah.
If you do a good job, that
Yeah.
word of mouth. But as soon as
Yeah.
you do a bad job, like the whole neighborhood quits using you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So obviously y'all have done a tremendous job, and you have the I guess self-marketing, just word of mouth. But have y'all done anything else outside T-shirts? Have you ever thrown like commercials, or did y'all pour
No.
anything into big marketing, or
No,
just like let
we
the
really
realtors bring the business?
we really hadn't.
Yeah.
There are times that groups will come ask me to speak to their, y'all know
Yeah,
your
yeah.
groups have
Yep.
meetings and stuff, and you ask
Yep.
people to come in, and of course done that, and when somebody calls, I'll do that, or
Yeah.
like this, that kind of
Yeah,
thing. But no,
sure.
we really have not had a, so to speak, marketing strategy.
Yeah,
We've just really been blessed, and we've
Uh-huh.
and also too, when we've been blessed because when things have kind of seemed to be slow, it's like we're just always busy. We really
Yeah,
are always busy.
Well, y'all are great
It's a
people.
good thing. It's a good
People, persons too. Was that saying that right?
Oh,
Y'all
thank
have
you.
great personalities, like people,
Thank you.
like y'all.
People.
You know what I mean? Like y'all, like
thing. Y'all great people person.
Yeah, y'all are great people
I'm
persons.
gonna be a people person. I like that.
Great, that'll be on a reel.
Yeah, I'm a people
We're gonna use
person.
Yeah, Sarah will put that on a blooper or something. But anyway,
so-
well, so I mean,
What's even better is if you're a human people person.
That's right.
Oh.
Okay.
If you're a human people person.
I don't really know what we're talking about right now,
A
y'all.
humane human people person.
Okay, this is what I have to do. I have to bring him back out. We go down the trail. We got to bring it back out. Do you and John ever get competitive? You're two lawyers.
I mean,
you do
they
the
work
same
together.
thing. I mean, it's your same business, but you're like, hey,
Yeah.
babe, I closed like 20 today, and he's like, dang, I only did like 10.
Yeah, I have to remind. I have to kind of remind him when he's acting like he's so busy and tired. I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, John, I did like more than that. Come
Yeah.
on,
Tighten up, John.
Yeah, like, quit. Yeah. But no, really, that's one thing people always say. Oh, I guess your arguments are so good since you're both attorneys.
I was
Like,
going to ask that
we
too.
don't really argue, but we're both laid back, and
Yeah. Well, if,
So
he's,
we really
if he's
don't.
the better litigator,
yeah.
he might get you there.
But I'm the better closer, so.
Ooh, that's
Ooh,
good.
got him.
Okay.
Got
All
him.
right. He can start the case, but you're going to end that
I'm
bad boy.
playing.
I think that's most wives, though.
I'm playing.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
I'm
really
serious.
playing.
I'm 100%
But yes,
serious.
he's definitely a better litigator.
Can't get sexist on the
He's
podcast.
definitely
okay.
better litigator.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yes.
That's
So
cool.
whose idea? All right, so
Oh, you're going there?
we'll do. You got to.
Oh, you're going there,
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
have anywhere else you want to go? real
No.
quick? Okay.
Oh, gosh.
So till recently,
She's getting scared of
Yeah,
it.
like,
don't
where are we
get scared.
going?
Don't get scared. You're all right. I mean, this is
You're here
This
now.
ties
We got-
into everything you're
we got-
doing now.
Okay.
So obviously in the real estate world, because I remember, and it took me a while to get comfortable with this. Everybody's like, you got to get on video. You got to start doing reels. You got to start whatever. And I tell this all the time, how my first couple of reels, and I'm all shaky. I go back and look, too, and I had this gross beard, and I'm like, oh, my God.
It was pretty gross.
Why would anybody do business with this guy? But anyway,
Did your business end up dropping when you started doing your reels?
No.
I'm playing.
No, the funny thing is, I was so nervous about doing them, and they were just, but I guess authentic.
Yeah.
People like that
Yeah.
authenticity. And then I met Ryan and figured out what they do in the media space, and then I was like, hey, I want y'all to take this over. Like, I know I got to be on video, and
Shout out to my bride.
Sarah,
Sarah,
shout out to our producer.
She's really the best and puts all this together.
Our social media queen over here.
She's over here producing it, pushing buttons.
But I'm giving them a plug, and I hate to do it because I tell them, like, y'all can't get too many realtors.
It's like, y'all are the best kept secret I got. I don't want everybody to know.
They've gotten more and more creative.
Yeah.
And the exposure's been amazing.
Yeah.
And it really is something to it. And so I remember the first, y'all, Elliott's trucking along, right? You got T-shirts. You're not really hard on marketing. Your name is your name because y'all do a great job, and realtors pump y'all, and just the Tri-County area. Y'all are great, and it's a great office. And then I got on Facebook one day, and I was like, that's Shannon. And then it was you, and you did your first reel, but it wasn't like hey, this is Elliott Law Firm. We'd love to have your business. It was like it was
in the car.
No, that's my favorite one. That was recently. The very first one. I think y'all throw
the hoodie.
Pins. No,
I saw the recent one.
That was most recent.
I saw that one.
And I'll tell that why I like that one. Yeah, I've seen them all. I've loved them. I saw you at an event after your first 2 videos came out, and I was told you, I was like, keep doing it. It's amazing.
I've been surprised the people that have said things in that. Honestly.
So where did that come from? Talk about how that got born.
So my youngest wanted me to start doing things.
Yeah.
On the 19-year-old at Baylor, and so I kept pushing him off. I'm good. No, I don't. No,
I'm busy. I don't.
I'm busy. I'm busy. I don't want to do that. And so anyway, he went off to school, and I said, not because I do miss him, but I was like, yeah, he's there. He's not going. Well, then he would come home for the holiday and talk about it or whatever. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he's never going to drop it. So I made a deal with him because it was a big deal to him to do this. I made a deal with him that I would do this if he would do some things I wanted. Jill Gordon is helping me. Y'all may know her. She's an agent as well. Mm-hmm. And she's helping me. And then it's just kind of been the 3 of us. And I tell you, it has been nice because I hear from my son more. Yeah. And even if it's because of these videos or his ideas or whatnot, what not to do or whatever, I've enjoyed that because, I hadn't even seen him since he's left. I left in August. I hadn't seen him. And so I'm getting more feedback this year than I was last year. I'm hearing from him more and he's responding more to me. And so that's awesome. That's kind of how this, and so I've been really so surprised. And so has John because people say stuff to him about these videos.
It's awesome.
It's a big deal.
It's so somebody walked in my office the other day and they said something to me about it. And when they walked off, I said to the paralegal, I said, I can't think of, I don't know who that is. And because he said, I'm watching your videos. And I was like, okay.
Who is that? Who is
so
that?
Anyway, I have been so surprised at the stuff, that we've heard from we are looking forward to the next video. And I'm thinking, you are.
So now you're like, God, we got to do another one.
So anyway, we've kind of started something, but it's been fine. We've jumped in. We're kind of over the, at this point,
we both agree you should keep doing it.
100%. I'm telling you.
We're in. We're doing them.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do some dumb ones too. And
I ran into him at a gala not too long ago, and I went right up to him. I left the conversation I was having. I wanted to get to him. Well, I knew once y'all got through the door, because y'all know a lot of people, and I know a lot of people want to come say hey to you. So I just beeline it. I was like, hey, before y'all get in here,
so nice.
I said, I just want to let y'all know I love the videos. And she was turned about as red as a dress, and you're like, so oh my gosh. And I was like, I see them, I love them, and I was like, I imagine you're getting good.
Yeah.
So now it's almost like we just talked about Chip, your son going to Baylor before the podcast got turned on, how Chip, Joanna Gaines changed the real estate world with a trend of houses.
Yeah.
And I bet you got other attorneys looking and going, dadgummit.
I don't know.
You're telling me closing attorneys don't do video?
Maybe so. So on the Facebook, we're kind of still doing some some serious, some really things that'll help you talk about title insurance or talk about maybe
which
you
is
know,
great.
Sure.
Don't put your boyfriend
Yeah.
or girlfriend. I don't know if y'all saw that one on
I did,
title.
yeah.
Those kind of things.
And I agree.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
agree.
yes,
me
yes.
too.
So anyway, we're doing some of that plus the funny, and then for Instagram and TikTok, we're basically doing kind of more the whatever.
Which TikTok
like the,
is more of the fun stuff.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
do more of the fun
Yeah.
thing.
So anyway.
I'm not on TikTok. Everybody keeps saying I need to,
gotta
but
get
I'm
on
not
there.
on TikTok.
So yeah, we were surprised. Our one in the car did really well on TikTok. Like
Yeah.
That's
you
what.
know, it
yes.
yeah, it
That was
was.
pretty funny.
We were surprised. We're like, oh wow, this
That's
is like
one of
really
my
growing.
favorites.
And
Yeah.
so
I
anyway,
watched that one and I was like, what's she doing here? And there's like professional music, and I was like, she about to do a Doug Life or something. And he did with the hoodie up. I was like, oh, but you know what it does though? It just
kind of makes you real.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's all it is,
Yeah.
and shows like everybody who already knows you personally know that like. Obviously, you have a personality, and y'all are great people. But there's like, oh man, like now she's done this. This is great, and she's like, and people will be like, I know her.
It's another one of those things. I say it all the time. You know where I'm going is people buy people.
People by people,
And
Yeah.
it doesn't take but just a few second video
that's it.
on there
Yeah.
for somebody to feel like they've known you their entire life.
And I was thinking, I
Just
probably
to get you
and when my
laughing.
son wanted me to do that one, I thought, oh, I'm probably too old, you know. But I was like, oh,
No,
well,
you're
it
not.
doesn't
No.
matter, you know. Why
That's-
not?
no.
Like
That's the
whatever,
crazy thing, you
whatever.
know?
Have fun.
So
Live
I
life.
felt like that too, you know, because I tell people all the time, and you know, I was in corporate world for so long, and then I got off Facebook, all social
Yeah.
media. I was off the grid.
well,
If
it's
you-
probably a good thing.
well, there was a weird time in social media where like there was a lot of negativity. It was always on the feeds, and then at that point, and it still kind of is weird to me now, but like when you have people ask to be your friend, and you really don't know them.
Yes.
Maybe they're a fourth or fifth. Somebody knows somebody knows somebody knows somebody,
Yes.
and you don't know why they're asking. They may be running a business.
Yeah.
And I never think about it in these ways. And I was like, man, it's kind of weird. I don't know these folks. And then you start seeing folks you do know that are out. Well, it got weird. Like they'll respond to you on the social media, but not out. So I was like, you know what? And then my
Yeah.
grandmother asked me to be her friend. I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, my
Yes.
grandmother's on this thing
Or
now.
when you're out somewhere and you've seen your friend post a lot about what her child's going through in high school or something, and then you see that child like somewhere and you'd think they don't even know me, and I'm looking at this child across the room and I know like everything that's going on in his life. You know, and it's almost like this is kind of weird.
Yeah, and so I got off.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, it was a detoxing.
Yeah.
But after, it's almost like putting down caffeine, or I imagine whatever your vice is.
Yeah, your vice.
Once you get past it, it was like peace and serenity, and
Yeah.
I didn't care. I wasn't looking at it. I didn't know, and I just
And
kind of did
sometimes
my
that's
thing.
nice, kind of not to know.
It
and
was,
to
and
be
that's why
away from it all.
that's why some people say put your phone down for an hour or whatever. There's
Yes.
all these like mind
Things,
tricks.
Yes.
But when I got back into sales, everybody's like, you gotta get back on social. And I was like, hard no.
Yeah.
And then for 6 months, nothing was happening. Because, we say in real estate all the time, don't be a secret agent.
Yeah,
I was a
that's
secret
right.
agent,
Yeah,
I
you were being a
guess,
secret
because,
agent.
well, I'm still kind of working my corporate job,
Yeah.
trying to phase out.
Yeah.
And then you're trying to build the business, which is already hard enough. People in real estate people that aren't in real estate don't understand how big of an undertaking that is. So got on social
There's
media.
plenty to go around, but it's still hard.
Yeah.
You got to stay in front of people.
I remember getting back on social media. I told my wife, I was like, I don't even recognize it. It changed in so much.
Isn't that something?
And so I learned just how to kind of put the Facebook, profile back up. Started adding my friends and all that stuff. And my first video was literally a nervous wreck. But when I got over 1,000 views on my stupid amateur reel, I was like, well, man, there's something to it. And now, fast forward today, and now
you can't do an open
I'm not
house.
seeing your reels. I'm gonna have to look.
I don't know. I follow you. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, are they on your personal page?
I put them on my personal
Okay,
page. And that's the other thing I get conflicted with, all these algorithms stuff.
Yeah.
I ask Sarah all the time, when should I
into
post?
depth on that.
Well, and I feel like you have to have a real estate page, an insurance page, a campaign page, whatever.
You got
I'm
so
like,
many
but
pages. I know.
yeah, and
Maybe you
it's-
should just have one page and it be
Well, I'm
you.
starting to think
You
that's what the
know?
best, because that's where I get all my feedback. And
Yeah,
it says
yeah.
on there, I'm a realtor, insurance, and all the things.
Yeah, I hadn't done any of my posts.
But
on
I
my personal
will
page.
also say this, and Sarah, she helps me out, and so we just I did a closing sign drop video. That's what I've started doing with my closings, kind of keep that recognition.
Yeah.
But I also did kind of like a advertising one with her. She was like, "Hey, you hadn't done one of these in a while." I was like, "You're right, let's do one." And so we just did one, and I hadn't put it out yet, but I'm about to. But I think it's because of consistency, and I'm my own world's worst. You're consistent with your info, and now you're starting to do funny ones, right? if I don't feel like I have a house or a product, I'm kind of like, I don't
Yeah.
really put anything out there.
Yeah.
And then what happens is I go kind of back in my hermit hole, and then I may throw something with my kids or family.
Yeah.
But I kind of stop, and I think that hurts the algorithm. Is all it is.
Probably. Yeah. I
But
don't know. Yeah. People talk about the algorithm. I don't
yeah,
really know. about
but
that
your
either.
feedback
Yeah.
though that you're getting is how I feel, and that's why when I saw yours, like keep doing it because you
Yeah.
recognize how many people see it. You're like,
Yeah.
oh wait, this does make an impact.
Yeah.
And then now when I go out, even though I'm still sporadic, I have people say, "Man, I saw your video.
And you
I
go,
see
oh,
this." I'm like,
and you're
oh.
constantly like, oh, you did, you
They're
enjoyed
like,
it.
dang, maybe I should do another one. Then, you know? But now
And
I
it's
get
so nice because people are encouraging, aren't they? It's really
yeah, it
And I
is.
guess the ones that think it's corny just don't say anything. So you
Well, a
don't
lot
really
of
hear
people
that.
don't. Yeah, well, you think they're corny
hmm
because you haven't done.
Yeah.
This time next year, you won't even think anything about it.
Yeah.
Because that's how I was. Like these are kind of corny,
You start
and I'm
doing
outside
it,
my comfort zone.
and then
but-
it gets to be where you're doing them so much it's not. Yeah.
The last video we did, I mean, I just threw the mic on and said, "Hey, let's
Let's
get
do
what
it."
we're gonna say in video,"
Yeah.
and I don't even worry about posting anymore. I'm like, man, people will like it. You know, kind of like
Yeah.
you're
And
showing
then
a
you
different
just-
side of yourself.
You just
Yeah.
you just
But
gotta
you're
kinda,
getting comfortable. I
who
mean,
cares?
yeah.
You know, if you gotta get to a point where if they like me or not, I'm still gonna be
we
happy.
like 'em.
I'm still
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah, we like them.
Yeah.
I think it's a
Well,
great attention getter, and I think in our businesses, you got to grab the attention. And so your son was on something. I mean, Barron Trump helped Trump win the presidency.
Hey.
Just saying.
You know, these kids
I know.
come in handy, don't
I
they?
know. So
Oh.
there is a method to the madness in social media
Yeah.
world. I just try not to go down the dangerous trap of it anymore.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense.
I run it for my business mostly, not.
Yeah.
I try to do more. I even kind of slacked off on personal posts.
Just don't let it run your life.
Yeah,
You
Yes.
know? Don't read the comments. I mean,
I do that.
if you got a lot of comments, but
Yeah,
just be careful with the comments sometimes.
yeah, because we will
'Cause they
respond
don't.
back.
Yeah, we will.
I
And
will.
you know what's crazy? You'll probably find yourself sometimes you'll be watching something and you don't really even know the person that posted it, and then you're reading comments of people you don't even know, and you're like all of a sudden watching like this fight, and you're like, why am I wasting my time on this?
know.
These people
Yeah.
are
Well,
it's
it's
all
like-
crazy, and
Yeah, it's like reality TV.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know if we want to dig this back up. We had a guy one time. He was like,
You're doing it anyway, so go ahead.
what did he say?
Talked about my accent.
on our
Oh.
YouTube one.
Yeah, on our YouTube channel. So
Yeah.
we had just posted one.
We had two.
We're still way early in this podcast thing either, so we're
Yeah.
learning. Like
Yeah.
we learn off
Yeah.
each guest we have,
Yeah.
what direction we're trying to go. And I tend to talk fast sometimes when I get
Yeah.
passionate and I go up and down. Well, this guy, we had subtitles on just a quick little reel.
Uh-huh.
She made a reel out of one of the hits. And this guy goes, I'm sure glad they had subtitles on, said
Oh.
something about this dude or something. I was like, he's talking about my accent.
It ain't that bad.
And I was like, yeah, I'm born and bred in Mississippi. I can't help it. It's like, so I responded to him. I was like, hey, man.
He called me first.
I did.
He's
I was like,
man, I can't believe this guy. I can't believe it.
I
He
was
went
mad
on and
at
on.
first.
He was mad. I was like, Tripp, you can't
It was
read
my-
this mess.
Yeah, just don't worry
look at
about
this
it. He
mess.
probably
It
doesn't
was
say
my-
anything nice to anybody.
That was my first negative experience. Everybody else has seen the podcast. Like,
But
oh,
was
that's
it
great.
was it somebody you knew?
No,
Oh yeah.
it was.
See, it's this. Yeah.
It was somebody in YouTube world.
Some
Yeah.
Yankee.
I don't even know
Yeah.
where he's from.
Yeah.
Some Yankee.
And so I just responded back at that dude, and I said, "Hey, man, appreciate you watching our channel, but like Morgan Wallen says, it's just the way I talk."
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Hey, I see it,
Yeah.
but I can't."
And I never knew you could change your voice. So if you've got any recommendations on how
Yeah,
to
I'm
do a
not
voice
out.
change, right?
Yeah, I'm
Send
not-
them to me. I mean,
I'm not a newscaster.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, but
Yes.
so are there any? So how does John like though? How
He's
does he
kind of
like?
whatever. You know,
Yeah.
if he's asked to be in one, he'll participate. He's a good sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the
That's
one they
awesome.
had where it looked like they were like all the reporters interviewing him or
Yes.
something
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
office.
Yeah.
He did a good job on that one too.
One
Yes.
of my favorite ones. What was the one with the IRS?
Oh yeah, the frame. I'm working
The
for the
frame.
IRS. Like I love the, you think it's like a family member. It's people
Yeah,
thought I think they thought it was gonna be
who
my
you're
dog because
doing
I
it
normally
for.
have my dog. Rosie is at
Well,
the
that's so
office.
clever. So, like, who comes
I like
up with
all
the
of it, yes.
who comes up with the idea? Is it a collaborative?
Just
know?
kind of
Yeah.
my son Hayes, or we'll see something,
So
and
do-
we had kind of seen that one, so yeah. But then there was one he some of those aren't like the one he wanted. I don't know if y'all saw this. I'm looking at the ID, like, oh, you say you're taller than you say you are. I don't know if y'all saw that. I'm
I
at the
don't know if
copy
you-
machine.
Yeah,
I kind of
yeah.
look like I saw it. I don't know if we posted that or not. I know we've done that video. Maybe we hadn't posted it.
I don't know that was not ringing a bell. I would think I would remember because, like I said, I feel like
I want to see it. Now I want to see it.
I don't know if we posted it.
Well, you need to post it.
I know, but it's something about.
Well, don't give it away.
Okay, he thought of that. Yeah, so he didn't. But like, the IRS one, we had seen that. Yeah. So
and you got to jump on trends. Like,
yes,
you see little
need to do
things
some
that are
trends.
trending. Stuff that's trending. You want to jump on it and try to knock that
that's
out.
true.
So anyway,
y'all got anything coming up in the? I mean, do y'all have like a scheduled event? Like we're going to do one funny one once a month.
No, we really don't.
We just got a cliffhanger.
Yeah, we really don't.
You never know when you're going to get one.
We kind of really don't have a set schedule. Yeah.
I feel like you've kind of become. I mean, you're already known for Elliott Law Firm. Now you've kind of become a social celeb.
Far from it, but
I feel a little starstruck right now. Yeah,
you ask for an autograph in a minute.
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, right.
I mean, but you get. I bet you get stopped when you're in the grocery store.
I really have been surprised at the people that have
social celeb.
Yeah, so the
people will
first
start calling you an influencer.
So the first time, John, we did that one where we were dancing in the car.
Yep.
Okay.
That was a good one too.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So we're dancing and whatever. So the next morning, we both got texts from these groups from college, like all his fraternity brothers.
I love it.
He was like, "Oh, great." So anyway, yeah.
No, it's a good thing.
It's funny. It's all
good. Another thing that I say all the time too, and I don't want to kick a dead horse with this because I say it all the time. Is that laughter is just one of those things that just tears down walls with people.
And it's a good thing.
You know what I mean?
We need to all laugh more, don't we?
Yeah.
And you got to be able to laugh at yourself.
100%.
I have people with my funny videos that I do. I have people come walking up to me at church, and they're just walking up laughing and smiling. And I had one come up to me and say, "Hey, what's up, Jeffrey?" or whatever, and from my dumb video. But
and you thought he made you happy that you could make somebody laugh, because we have such a kind of a sad world, so it's nice to have some laughter and some good things, funny things.
So that's one of the good things of it, it just tears walls down.
I think that's the thing that social media, if it's going to be out there, which it is, that's what it should get back to. Mm-hmm. It should get back to more of the positivity, sharing the gospel more. I think that's happened ever since Charlie Kirk and everything, and not
huge revival.
I mean, that's been something that's been.
And share your, children fun thing. I mean, that's one thing I like is to get to see people I don't see anymore, like growing up and that kind of thing. Yeah.
And but then when you're in your business, having fun in your business.
Yeah, and it's so weird that people that like somebody that wouldn't even know you would just comment on your voice. Like, why say that? Like,
he's mad at somebody else. It's not me.
Or he's just like an unhappy person.
And like, I get it. Ryan. I tell people all the time, this podcast thing was all Ryan's idea. I even told him no when he first came. He's like, "No, dude." I was like, "You kidding me?" Like, I'm still trying to get over video.
You'd be great at it.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Well, no, but I think
awesome.
The biggest thing, same thing with realtors who don't do video still yet, is that they don't like the way I had that complex. I don't like the way I sound, even though I've had people tell me, like, when you guys say, like, "Oh, it's charming and it's a southern drawl and all the things,"
and you're kind of mortified when you first.
But I've heard myself on video and I'm like, "Oh my god,
I know.
Is it that bad?" And I'm like. But then I'm like, I got friends, so some people like me.
Yeah, it's got to be okay.
Yeah.
People listen to me talk.
You got to get out of your own way.
Yeah.
And then it's the fear of that. What do people? It's not even if somebody going to make a dumb comment like that, which obviously I know they're not mad at me. There's something else going on in that dude's life, and I hope he works it out.
Yeah.
But it's also your friends going like.
What's wrong with her?
Well, not that.
She lost her mind.
I always thought when you start getting on video and you start trying to promote things or doing a podcast, like, is it, his head's getting too big or like an ego thing, and it's not. I'm just trying to learn more about people in my community.
Just do
other realtors having you on here, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
And we've done deals together.
Yeah.
And so I know you, but when we got you on, I was like, I'm super excited. I get to learn more about in conversation we might not in a busy day, which
we wouldn't have been able to do that.
Sure.
That's right. So you get to know each other.
Get to learn people more, and we do it we've had the appraisers, and so it's not. We're some other guy told us in one of our podcasts like, "Oh BS, they're just trying to get clients." Like, Well, yeah. I mean, we are marketing
That'd be a
ourselves.
good thing.
Like
Yeah.
at realtors, I have my stuff on
We
all the
wouldn't
time.
mind. Yeah.
But we're in sales. Well, so
Yeah.
it was kind of a dumb thing to say too, you know.
Yeah.
But we're also trying to show people in our community and are in Mississippi, Tri-County area that like we all play nice with each other in the sandbox. We don't have the scarcity mindset, and we
Got
want to
to,
learn about
yeah.
we want to learn about our other realtors when we have a deal with them, or
Yeah.
our closing attorneys, or whatever
Yeah.
else, because we all have a relationship.
Yes.
So I had to get past a lot of that.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to we've got in November, early
Okay,
November, we got a
good.
closing.
Yeah, we're looking forward to having you
I
there.
almost started talking about it earlier before the podcast. It was like, don't talk about anything. We gotta have
That's
a podcast.
good. I
But
look
yeah,
forward to it.
I'm very excited about it.
It'll be good.
Great
How-
family selling their house.
Yeah, it'll be good. Well, you speaking of, you just did a video, and you did a serious video, but then you made a funny face through a tree, a comical thing in this serious video.
I was
Like, that's just
wondering-
Ryan.
I was
love it.
wondering.
I
I
called
try to
it.
throw something stupid in there
Yeah.
every now and then. But I was wondering if you watched my whole. Sarah said, "I bet Tripp didn't watch your whole
I
video
watched the entire
because he
thing.
hadn't said anything about your." 'Cause
I
there's a part at the end of my video. It's like this beautiful scene and this
Yeah.
beautiful 17-acre estate, and then there's this tree and it's got a V in it, and then all of a sudden you see my
Pokes
head
his
pop
head
up
up like he
and look
does,
around
like he's.
in this beautiful piano music playing.
I actually thought for a second, I was like, I wonder if they accidentally put that in from the Best There Is video they were about to make or something. But
You know, I always got to like do a cartwheel.
yeah, he
So I'll
throws
throw
in something.
just dumb stuff in there
I
and
love
keep
it.
people's attention.
Yeah.
So.
That's true.
I don't.
Oh,
I
are
know,
we
we got
done?
close.
I don't want to
Well,
cut this
I thought
short.
You're the one that's
I
gonna
thought y'all were
close
going
it.
to ask me some hard real estate
I know.
questions. So
We
that
can.
we're
Yeah,
more,
we're gonna have to have you back.
I know
Yeah,
you got a
well,
1
this has
o'clock.
been nice.
I didn't want to push it. I know you got to get to another meeting. But
We'll have to have her back on to ask. Actually, yeah, we just talked more about. That's what we want.
Y'all need to have me back because I want to tell you some interesting real estate things that have happened.
We would love to have
And
you
so,
back.
And look, we're,
you
grow-
know,
we're
some kind
actually.
of crazy things that you would think, did that really happen? Like, Shannon, are you really being
Oh my
honest?
gosh.
Oh,
I
dude.
wanna
Because
hear
there,
'em
I
today.
had really.
Well, we should schedule that and have you back
Yeah.
on. Soon.
So here
Yeah.
we're growing out of this space. So actually,
Okay.
we thought we were going to be in our new studio.
yeah, we kind of talked about that.
Yeah,
about
we
a
thought
new
we were going to be in
space.
our new
Yeah.
space after this. We've outgrown this one, so
That's awesome.
we'll be in it next time. So we're excited. So if it looks different, if you're watching this,
So you will.
episode-
So just your podcast will be in a new space, not the whole office, or is
Sure.
the whole office moving?
yes.
Oh no,
No,
not Weichert.
Okay.
just our
Just y'all.
the Mississippi Real
Just
Estate
this-
Podcast.
yeah.
This group.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, and Watson Photography Media
Yeah.
is growing and needs
Yeah.
a bigger space.
So we're
But it's
it'll
close
kinda-
still, right? Close to this
Absolutely,
area. I mean, it's
absolutely.
still in 042.
We'll be
Yeah.
actually right. We're leasing a spot right out back here.
Okay.
In a what's that building? What do you call it? 17. Yeah, 1700 building.
yeah.
So how long have you been selling real estate?
Oh, a couple years.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I wish I had more time to tell y'all about this.
Well, we're gonna have her back on.
We're going to. Yeah.
This is gonna
Yeah.
be deemed
I'll tell you my
the
whole
Getting to
story.
Know Shannon podcast, and then the next one will be
Some wild
more,
stuff.
more about,
Okay.
about
Yeah.
the business,
Yeah.
the wild
Yeah,
things,
some
in the
wild
closing
things I've
area.
seen. Yeah.
But our photography business just exploded and took
Yeah.
off, and
It's great.
Sarah, she does all the editing. You know, I'm terrible at editing, so she. Oh.
Okay. So
So tell them about.
okay.
All right, hey, we're gonna
I
give
think
it.
we're done.
We're gonna give Shannon a shout out real quick.
Yeah, we're gonna have her back on, so y'all get ready
Yeah.
for the next.
How,
one.
Yeah.
how can people find you on Facebook to
Yeah.
follow your reels and stuff?
Plug
is it
away.
under Elliott Law Firm. or is
Elliott
it
Law Firm for Facebook, and then it's Attorney Elliott, 2 L's, 2 T's, on Instagram and TikTok.
Yes.
Easy.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Perfect. Thank
So,
you so
yeah,
much.
Thanks
thank
for
y'all for
being here.
having
Oh,
me.
God,
I
we enjoyed
appreciate
it.
it.
Thank you for
Yeah,
being here
y'all
with
are-
us
y'all
today.
are
Appreciate you very
Easy
much.
to fun to talk to. Thank y'all.
Well, I will take us out. Y'all, thank y'all so much for watching this episode. Please do not
Forget.
forget.
To like.
Yeah, there's the word. Forget to like and share and all the things. Subscribe. Thank y'all so much for watching this episode, and God bless.